Hi everybody, it's Miguel, your branch office manager for eXp Realty up in Big Bear Lake, just 4 doors up from the Moon Ridge Coffee House on Moon Ridge Road. I wanted to tell you about our new channel. It's called Between the Bears. And on this channel, we're going to have various videos of the things to do in Big Bear, the attractions, our business people, but more importantly, we're going to have a lot of subjects on real estate and the right people to talk about them. We will have title companies, mortgage brokers, escrow companies, other realtors, and anything that has to do with Big Bear and those important questions that sometimes just don't get answered. So we encourage you to send us your questions in the comments below or reach out to us directly at buybigbear.net, and we will get those questions answered by the right people as quick as possible. We at eXp are hoping to bring you valuable information that you can use not just in real estate. We hope I'm bringing you things of how this mountain is and the joys of being on this mountain. As you can see, 2 different companies, Fidelity National Title and Chicago Title, Suzette Gayet, Kelsey Trujillo. So here's a question for you, which has just come up. I have a property that's listed, and it's listed both in the husband and wife's name. Unfortunately, the husband passed away 5 years ago, and he's still on title. Is that a problem?
Not at all.
No, that's not a problem at all. When it goes into escrow, the escrow company would just do an affidavit of death of joint tenant.
Yep.
They will need a copy of the original certified death certificate.
Yep.
And it'll just record at the close of escrow.
So that is something, if you do know, you're taking a listing out there and somebody is deceased, I would have them start getting that certified copy of the death cert right away, because it can take a couple weeks. If they're having trouble, they can't get there, they just don't know where to start, reach out to us. We have contacts that can help order that for them as well.
Sadly, a lot of what I see up here, there's a lot of fraud. With leases, it's very hard, and I tell people all the time up here, if they want to lease something that's online, it just looks hokey, give me a call. I'll be happy to look for it and see if it's legit. But what happens when someone calls and says, I want to sell a piece of land I own? How can we, as realtors, to protect our clients, verify that this is legit?
Well, this has happened a lot up here.
A lot.
And many times you just start going through the escrow. I mean, you can ask them for ID, but are they going to send you the real ID? I know, like title, our title officer actually called the property owner because the lot was free and clear. And then I got a text from the realtor, Suzette, did title do this? And I said, they probably did. Let me check. And I went back, they did. And I said, yes, they did, because there's so much fraud on properties that are free and clear, and title just wanted to make sure that it was the correct owner. I had another one that was in escrow, and the realtor was like, he's so nice, he's so nice. And this person happened to be out of the country. It was fraudulent. Again, the title officer wanted to talk to him, had him call title, spoke to him, said, hey, what's the wife's name? He didn't know his wife's name, so it was fraud. And it ended up not closing.
Here's the thing. There are certain red flags that we see throughout all of these fraudulent listings. A lot of times they're in a hurry to sell. They want to sell for under asking. They're out of the country, out of the state, often in states where you don't require fingerprinting for a notary. That's another one. A lot of times they want to communicate with you via email, and they're in a hurry to get this sold, and they want to know why it hasn't sold. Normally, if you have a little spidey sense going off, that's what I tell my agents. If you have a sense that something just isn't right, get us involved. Let us be the bad guys. Let us make a couple extra requirements or hurdles they have to jump through. We are really good detectives, and we're really good at finding out who is who they say they are, or they aren't. Legit.
Bottom line, if it sounds too good to be true,
it
is too good to be true.
Most likely.
Yeah. One that I'm very curious about is these radio commercials that I keep hearing about title protection and protect your property. Is that even needed if you have title insurance?
Absolutely not.
No, save your money. No.
Yeah. I tell people all the time, do not waste your money. You are protected with title insurance for forgery or fraud. don't waste your money.
Here's the thing. You can't legally give away something you don't have an interest in, right? So eventually these title production companies, they will let you know that there was something filed on your property. But guess what? The San Bernardino County Recorder does the same thing. They send you something to your house after a document is recorded on your property to confirm that you were in fact the one who did it.
Yep.
So it does the same thing. It doesn't do anything, doesn't add any extra level of protection to stop it from happening in the first place. It does the same thing we can all do. If you guys have any questions, you want to know if something was recently recorded on your property, you want to get it checked out, guess what? We can do the same thing. Just reach out to us.
So thank you again, Suzette, Kelsey. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Okay.